Good morning. Welcome to this Monday edition of Inside Nigeria, your breakfast show on Leadership Television. My name is Winifred Ugbebo. Today is Monday, June 10, 2024. As usual, on this first segment of the show, we review front headline stories on some select national newspapers, including Nigeria's most influential newspaper, Leadership, and its sister publication, National Economy. As we normally do on the program, we like to flag off with Leadership, Nigeria's most influential. Leadership's main headline story today says electricity tariff, life-saving services threatened in teaching hospitals. Electricity tariff, life-saving services threatened in teaching hospitals. And CMD says we pay between 2.5 and 4 million naira daily to these schools. CMD's lament. Stakeholders seek special tariff regime for health sector. Lagos government switches hospitals to own power plant. The story continues on page 4 of Leadership. Let's just have a snippet of that main headline story. Critical medical services and other operations of university teaching hospitals have suffered major setbacks since the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NEC) increased the electricity tariff for customers under its Band A category from 66 naira per kilowatt to 225 naira per kilowatt in April this year. A nationwide investigation conducted by Leadership into what the tertiary hospitals pay for electricity supplied to them by the various distribution companies disclosed in the new threshold and its impact on their services and operations revealed that their monthly bills have either tripled or quadrupled. The worst affected teaching hospitals are in the first generation category, and these include University College Hospital UCH Ibadan in Oyo State, Ahmadu Bello University Teaching Hospital ABUTH, Shika Zaria in Kaduna State, Bayero University Teaching Hospital Kano, and the University of Nigeria Teaching Hospital UNTH Ituku Ozala in Enugu State. Others are Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University Teaching Hospital, Bauchi University of Maiduguri Teaching Hospital, and Jos University Teaching Hospital, Jude, and those owned by state government. These are some of the teaching hospitals in the country that are paying exorbitant electricity tariff hike. From that main headline story, we move to the other stories gracing the cover of Leadership. And these stories are Nigeria's trade surplus rises by 79% to 6.52 trillion naira in first quarter. Niger Delta as agitators beg for increase in amnesty stipends. Northern Elders seek National Pastoralist Commission. Nigeria-US discuss climate funding for green industrial push. And that takes us to the stories just beneath the masthead of Leadership. June 12, Atiku Obi Kwankwaso to address democracy rally. Democracy rally is that is for Democracy Day, June 12. It's 2 days from now. Today is June 10, and June 12 is on Wednesday. And on the business bus, NAS vows to protect 650,000 barrel per day Dangote refinery. NAS vows to protect 650,000 barrel per day Dangote refinery. And the stories above the masthead, Zenith Bank Adaura Umeoji's new tenure as GMD sparks optimism. Gaza, Nigeria backs Biden's ceasefire proposal. That takes us to the page 3 of the paper, where we have our stand, the permanent fixture in Leadership newspaper. Our stand today is on Vandals of National Infrastructure. Vandals of National Infrastructure. From our stand, we move to the back page of the paper, where we have Monday column with Dakuku Peter side. On today's column, he's writing on American democracy's Trump test. Of course, we want to find out what the column is about, the continuation of the headline stories, and the editorial, and of course, inside pages. Log on to the website of Leadership, www.leadership.ng. From leadership, we move to the next paper, that is Vanguard. Vanguard's main headline story is on minimum wage imbroglio. It says, experts see danger, UBE Act must be reviewed. Senate, UBEC boss orders. Basic education, why UBE Act must be reviewed. Senate, UBEC boss orders. Obi monks INEC, South Africa elections didn't experience glitches. Gunmen abduct 30 passengers in Nasarawa as bandits attack Catholic Church in Kaduna, abduct priest. And in sports, Benin versus Nigeria is win or bust for Super Eagles. With that, we move to the stories above the masthead of Vanguard. Financial crisis. Discos paid 21.9 billion naira for 235 billion naira worth of grid electricity. Airfares prices skyrocket, distort travel plans. Clark says how Jonathan wife orders forced Wike on Rivers. I'll take that again. The story runs on page 12 of Vanguard. How Jonathan wife orders forced Wike on Rivers, coming from Edwin Clark. And of course, the modern interview on today's Vanguard, how our Greek revolution is delivering dividends by Governor Makinde. With that, we conclude the review of the front headline stories of Vanguard newspaper this Monday, June 10, 2024. From Vanguard, we move over to the next paper we have on our menu, and that is Vanguard. Vanguard's main headline story says 62,000 naira recommended wage in national interest based on economic realities, coming from the Minister of Economic Budget and Economic Planning, Abubakar Bagudu. I'll take that again. 62,000 naira recommended wage in national interest based on economic realities from Bagudu. Bagudu is the Minister for Budget and Economic Planning. Governors say compelling states to pay may lead to 40% retrenchment. Disclose only 10 subnational governments can afford new salary structure. The story above this masthead, we have Laure Paris announces multi-talented Temio Tedola new ambassador for Africa. Actress is first Nigerian to represent iconic beauty brand. And beneath that, we have Oando announces $550 million participation in NNPCL's crude oil-backed project Gazelle. The story runs on page 6 of THISDAY. Coming to the stories beneath the masthead, Tinubu approves new leadership for National Council on Climate Change. Nigeria, 7 other nations demand immediate halt of arms supply to Israel. Africa's most populous country backs Biden's ceasefire proposal. Israeli forces rescue 4 hostages in Gaza. And with that, we conclude the review of this day's new front page news stories. Today, for continuation of these news items, log on to the website of THISDAY, www.thisdaylive.com. From THISDAY, we move to the Guardian. Guardian's national menu for review of its front headline stories. Rising cost of borrowing, economy in throes of credit squeeze, shares 7.1 trillion naira in 3 months. We have illustration where we have interest rates in, of course, in naira, and banks recapitalization underneath that. Rising cost of borrowing, economy in throes of credit squeeze, shared 7.1 trillion naira in 3 months. The main headline story on this day. Lagos AG asks court to discontinue 1.25 billion EFCC's case. Customs generates 1.9 billion naira in 90 days from vehicle regularization. Northern Elder Sport lawmakers offer solution to open grazing. ILO conference may stall minimum wage talks as leaders jet out of country. Exports naira depreciation push Nigeria's trade surplus to 6.5 trillion naira. Kano declares emergency on education, says 4.7 million pupils sit on bare floor. Coalition tells Obi to accept 2023 election outcome. The news continues on page 3 of The Guardian. And of course, with that, we conclude the review of The Guardian newspaper this Monday. For continuation, log on to the website of The Guardian, www.guardian.ng. From The Guardian, we will go over to our sister publication, and that is National Economy. National Economy is a weekly business paper on the stable of Leadership Media Group. And its main headline story this week says Nigeria's staple food prices surged by 141% in 1 year. Nigeria's staple food prices surged by 141% in 1 year. Purchasing power of Naira dwindling. 5.9 million Nigerian children in severe food crisis. Beneath that main headline story, the Blue Project as catalyst to Nigeria's maritime development. The story is on page 18 of National Economy. The Blue Project as catalyst to Nigeria's maritime development. And above the masthead of National Economy, we have forest reforms vital for Nigerian foreign investments, according to Fitch. Nigeria, US lawmakers demand Biden secures release of Binance executive. It's a story that runs on page 5 of National Economy. And with that, we conclude the review of National Economy this Monday. For more, log on to the website www.nationaleconomy.com. From National Economy, we conclude today's Inside Nigeria. We just discussed the front cover stories of some select newspapers on this first segment of the show. Unfortunately, we don't have our Monday guest in the house to throw more light on some of these headline stories and some other topical issues. Don't forget to join us same time same time tomorrow on this frequency. My name is Winifred Weber once again, and of course we also have news on the hour coming in on this station. Join us. Bye.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have